Nigeria's agricultural sector witnessed modest growth in the second quarter of 2024, increasing by 1.41% year-on-year in real terms, according to the latest GDP report released by the National Bureau of Statistics. The growth in Q2 2024 was primarily driven by crop production, which remains the largest subsector within agriculture. An analysis put out by Jobberman Nigeria has revealed that the agricultural sector is the largest employment sector in 2024. One company that is playing its part in crop production and pushing the boundaries in agriculture is the Davidola Farms, with their major focus on pineapple farming. Davidola Farms has created a unique niche for themselves where investors can own personal lands managed by them and earn money from it. Well, joining us now to discuss the benefits of pineapple farming is Segun Alabi, the CEO of Davidola Nigeria Limited and the founder of Davidola Farms. Well, welcome. As you can see, we already have our massive pineapples here. Massive. Wow, this is probably the biggest pineapple I've ever seen in my life. But it's almost the end of the year. Yeah. I want you to talk to me about how it's been for Davidola Farms in general. How would you rate the growth of pineapple farming business in 2024?
Thank you for having me. In 2024, we have had a tremendous growth as regarding pineapple. Though we still have more land to cover as the opportunity keep increasing. Compared to last year, I can proudly tell you that at least we have about 20% growth, and then there's still much more to cover. Thank you.
Mr. Alabi, the last time you were here, you were telling us that the time, for when you will harvest and all that, it takes about, 9 months for pineapple. So this must be the product of what you said the last time you were here. And it may look like advertisement, but don't worry. The advertisement will be taken care of by the implications. Thank you for bringing implications.
Thank you.
But now that you specialize in pineapple farming, would Davidola be expanding into other areas of agriculture business? We have seen this evidence. Will there be more evidence?
Now, Davidola specializes in pineapple, and I believe something that jack of all trades will make you a master of none. So instead of us to say we want to venture into another agricultural produce, we don't even have that in our high cap or in our plan. Because, for example, now, if you have 1 million people that you are producing food for, and your capacity is 200 or 300, you still have a lot to cover. And then year in, year out, the demand keeps increasing. Why do you want to move to another thing? So it is pineapple that we are doing, and we will continue to be in pineapple business because the demand keep increasing every day. We can't even satisfy our customer in terms of demand.
So have you been, keeping up with farm produce and satisfying clients, also with all this inflation and all of that that's going on in the state of the economy in general?
All right. Now, up to this moment, Nigerians still importing pineapple. So if, for example, now, our pineapple, before it's even ready for harvest, it has been paid for. So you don't have any issue to say, we didn't have money or we are unable to sell. Because when you are producing before your product is ready, the people that want to buy it are already making payment. So there is no reason to disappoint all our clients who owns farm with Davidola. For example, this year, 2024, everybody whose rent due for this year, all of them has been paid. Even the people that will also due in December, because we believe that, for example, today is Thanksgiving Day, and we don't want issue that, people will not be able to get their payment because of some banking network in December. So we are doing fine, and we believe that the sky is just the beginning. Thank you.
Fantastic. But can you run us through the value chain? Like, what does it take exactly, from the process where, as soon as it's planted up until it's harvested, and as well as, you've already mentioned that it's already paid for, the supply as well. What's the demand like?
All right, thank you. When we are talking about value chain in pineapple, it is not even what I can number here. For example, from pineapple, you can make clothing. From pineapple, you can make shoe. From pineapple, you can make biofuel. If you are conversant to the news, you will discover that in Europe, there is a law now that anybody who is any processing company that is making use of fuel, there's percentage of biofuel they must have because of the CO2. They discover that there's a lot of climate change as a result of CO2. So pineapple, you can get a renewable energy. For example, biofuel from pineapple. So the demand for pineapple keeps increasing because of the value chain in it. If you have something that people always love to buy, then it's a good business to venture into.
Okay, for the sake of those who are just, listening to you for the first time and seeing these very healthy products from your farm, can you tell all of us how pineapple farming works and how people can be part of this?
Okay, the model operandi for the pineapple farm owners in individual farms, today now we are selling for 2.5 million naira per plot. And then last January 2024, this particular plot was being sold for 1.5 million. So you can see the growth, which means the property you are buying into has a tendency to increase in value. So if you buy 2.5 million naira, for example, for one plot, you get 36% of that because the land belongs to you forever. The individual is just managing it for you. So you get 36% annually. For example, today is 29 November 28 December November 2024. If you make payment today, by this time next year, you get your rent. And we manage the farm for you for a period of 5 years. After 5 years, you can say, okay, I want you to continue managing my farm for me. In the course of that, if in the 5 years' time, the same plot is now 5 million naira, your 36% will now be calculated on the 5 million naira. And if you say you want to sell your property, by that time, in fact, David Dollar is the first refuser, which means the property you are buying, you already have somebody that's going to buy it in case you want to sell. And if you are selling at that time, you also sell at the prevailing market value, not the price you bought it when you were making payment. So, and today being Thanksgiving Day and tomorrow being a Black Friday, there is a promo, an offer that we want to give to the first 100 people. I don't know if you should mention it now or...
Yes, why not?
All right, thank you. Now, today the price is 2.5 million naira. For the first 100 people that will make payment, they will get it at 2.3 million naira per plot. Now, if you said you want to buy 6 plots, which is 1 acre, you will have additional 500,000 naira offer. And if it's okay, I want to buy 2 plots, you will get additional 50,000 naira. This offer is limited for the first 100 people. The number to call is 081 164 64 307. You can chat us on WhatsApp. Let me say it again. 081 164 64 307.
Okay.
All right then. Sorry, I was writing the number down. Well, since you touched about how it works, the land, how you're able to buy it, how it works. But since the property still belongs to the buyer, what other documents come with it? I mean, we have to be when it comes to land, we have to make sure that we're covered. So what documents come with it? All
right, thank you. The document that comes with this property are deed of assignment, registered survey that carry that, this property belongs to you. But all these are legal documents and farm management agreement. Of course, the receipt of payment that you really paid for this land. All these legal documents is 300,000 naira per plot. This is different from the payment for the land. But you get your 36% on your purchase price.
Okay, so you have to pay separately?
You have to pay. You can pay it together, but the document is different from...
Who processes the document?
David Dollar process the document.
And is there a payment plan?
Okay, for somebody who's okay, I don't have 2.3 million naira now, and I want to be part of this offer. What can I do? We have payment plan. Between 1 plot to 5 plots, you have 3 months to spread your payments. You can pay 500,000 naira as initial deposit. And for somebody who's okay, I want to buy 6 plots, which is 1 acre, or I want to buy 2 acres, you have opportunity to spread your payment within a period of 6 months. Thank you.
Okay. We are in the season of climate change, weather change. They just finished COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan. Now, what is your company's plan to protect the products so that people who invest can be guaranteed a good return on investment, and you will not turn around and tell them, oh, you know there is climate change. We have no control over flood. We have no control over rainfall.
All right, thank you so much. One of the key things that David Dollar respects is insurance. Our farm are insured with a reputable insurance in Nigeria. That is number one. Secondly, in our farm we have borehole, and if you are looking at the plant, you will see that they are greenish. If you get to our farm now, you'll be wondering that with this weather that we are having, over 40%, how come that your farm is like this? It's because pineapple is a produce, or is a plant that can withstand any kind of weather. And most importantly, cow does not eat pineapple. I say it again and again and again, cow doesn't eat pineapple. Thank you.
Why doesn't cow eat pineapple? Is it because it's too sweet?
Maybe because of the pie that can choke them. Yeah. But what thing is sure that cow does not eat pineapple.
All right, then thank you so much for that. But let's talk about how the government can help your type of agricultural produce and business. We talk about diversifying the economy all the time. Agriculture is still one of our strongest suits. So how then can the government step in and help?
I really like your review this morning that talked about what's in agri sector, the value they've added to Nigeria in terms of employment. Now, this is my word to the government. Somebody said something. Said until you are able to produce in your own company, in your own country, you won't be free from poverty. Now, we're talking about food inflation, food insecurity now. And somebody sang a song some time ago. He said, there is a fire on the mountain and nobody seems to be on the run. That time when she was singing that song, I think there was no even fire on the mountain. But right now, the fire is really on the mountain. And we've not even seen anything. I have to be real with us. Next year might be tougher than this in terms of food, because whatever you plant this year is what you are going to harvest next year. And my advice to the government is government should look for people who have a proven track record in agriculture, in farming, and then have a dialogue with them. Let them advise government, because they are the people who are in the field. They understand how this thing works. Giving people 50,000, if you give 50,000 to 5 million people, you know how much it's worth. The same money can be put together and create employment in agricultural sector, and this will give food on the table of individual. So government should dialogue with people who have track record, and most importantly, should create enabling environment for the people in agricultural sector. And then we're talking about tax reform. Agricultural sector should be favored in this. Thank you.
How can they call you? Your number, your contacts.
All right, thank you. Let me say the number again, and I think the number is also on the screen. 081 164 64307.
Slowly.
081 164 64307. This is a WhatsApp number.
Once more, call it again.
081 164 64307. Then you can also.
The last time, call it the last time.
081 164 64307. You can also check us on the Instagram at davidola_farms. Now, you can also send us email at info@davidola_farms. This number I just called is on WhatsApp alone. So please, you can chat us up on the WhatsApp or you call directly on the WhatsApp.
Well, I hope you know that the way Rufai made you to call out the numbers about 4 times. Any business that comes from this, calling out of the numbers, I hope that, Arise News will get commission. For bringing you business.
Okay, noted for proper action.
We'll start by holding these pineapples.
Okay, this is one.
Yes. Funny enough, if I tell you that since 2 months ago we've been harvesting, yet we could not even meet the demand.
Anyway, thank you very much, Segun Alabi, for joining us. And we wish you well. And we wish that the market will continue to flourish. And as Yorubas used to say, for this one, Ilesha Yoni Jono.
Amen.
Say amen to it now. Thank you very much.